Okie doke, I think we are ready to go. Let's go ahead and do away with that. So, hey, welcome into the stream, everyone. My name is Brent. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. Today is going to be our final video and stream on our Hardcore Orc Warrior. We have played this warrior. Let's go ahead and do a slash played, and we'll throw it up on here. This warrior took us essentially 8 days and 5 hours to hit level 60. Now, it took a very long time to hit level 60 on this character. One, we're playing hardcore as a warrior, we get a bit more cautious. And then number two, we also had the slow and steady challenge, which caused us to gain 50% less experience when we were fighting mobs in the open world, when we were doing dungeons. So everything just took 50% longer. So in reality, like, our 8 days would have probably been squished down to 4 days of playtime had we just done the non-slow and steady route. But we did the slow and steady because when you do the slow and steady, you get a couple rewards. Number one, you get this turtle mount right here. This is a separate turtle mount from the other ones that they kind of give you as a reward for hitting 60. Another thing is you get 200 shot points. So if you go in here, every time that I level a character on slow and steady, I get 200 points to spend on gameplay pieces, whether that's a mule, which allows me to have my bank anywhere anytime with me, or the repair bot so I could sell items to it. I could repair myself, right? These things are super useful end game or even when you're leveling. And then I don't spend any points on anything else, but they have other options in here to race change or to look like other characters. You can see here I could change my skin to more of a red skin here for the orcs. But there's other gameplay mechanics in here as well as the forging kit, the summoner auctioneer. So if I was a softcore character, having access to the auction house anywhere, it would be pretty nice. A couple other glyphs or mounts. So there's a ton of options in here. Some roleplay features as well to kind of transform into different disguises. But they removed two of my favorite features from the slow and steady, which was the transformation into a Murloc, which my paladin has, and I think another one of my characters has, and I think my druid. And then they removed the mount from it. Like, you don't get the mount, you don't get the Murloc, you don't get the ogre transformation. So that really removed a lot of the oomph behind me wanting to play slow and steady. Fantastic. So today, I don't have anything really on the agenda. I was trying to get this character attuned for Molten Core before, and I do have the attunement for Molten Core. It's just I do not have the gear requirements to go raiding through Molten Core on a hardcore player. As it is right now, I'm still missing the stamina trinket, like in my DPS gear, right? I wouldn't go in there as a tank. I would go in there as a DPS, and my DPS gear, let's go ahead and swap gears to my DPS stuff. I'll get my mule, swap my gear around. In my DPS gear, I am sitting at 4,100 life, right? Almost 4,200 life, we'll just say. I'm still missing my immortality trinket, which would give me 440 stamina. I could definitely find some better DPS trinkets in here and get them enchanted with some stamina. I know there's probably some better pants out there. In terms of gloves, I have pretty good gloves, pretty good belt. My helmet could definitely be due for something a bit different. Yeah, there's obviously a couple pieces around that I could definitely be replacing before diving into Molten Core. But unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of those pieces just yet. Let's go ahead and I was in my protection spec. So I was in my protection spec. I did see somebody earlier mentioning Hateforge Quarry, which is a dungeon that I have been looking for. So I'm going to see if I can find that notification in here. So they're looking for a tank for ZF. Oh wow, that's a low level. Okay, so that's a bit under anyone that isn't raiding in. I doubt we're gonna get any dungeons going this late into the day. It's already 11. I started my stream super late today because we had Thanksgiving yesterday. So happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there that celebrated the holidays and spent time with family. It's just we got back super late, and then we were all very full. We had that comatose style of food, and we slept in a lot. I slept until almost 9 today, and the whole rest of the family was off. Like the kids weren't in school. And yeah, it was just a little bit of a late start. Okay, so let's take a look at what we can work on today. Our quest log is primarily just dungeons, dungeons, dungeons. So, and I don't exactly want to start a fresh character on a Friday. So our next character, I'm going to go ahead and put out a poll. And we'll go ahead and decide, are we going to be leveling a druid on Ambershire or a hunter or a paladin? So I'm kind of down for any of the three. All have good options for exploring, for clearing content, right? Hunter is a little bit less fixed, not fixed. Hunters have a little bit less leeway as to what they can do and get into, right? If you're a druid or a paladin, you can druids can range DPS, then both of them can melee DPS, both of them can tank, both of them can heal. So our options definitely expand when we are a druid or a paladin. Inside of raids, you can get a you can pretty much get a group as any of the three. Hunter is going to be probably less. Like if I look at, I'm just going to go to our Molten Core. So they're about to run Molten Core here in just a minute. They're all getting set up to begin running MC here in about 50 minutes. But if I look at the signups for MC right now, there is 6 ranged. So I see one hunter, only one hunter today signed up for our hardcore MC raid. 3 paladins, 3 priests, 3 warlocks, 3 shamans, 2 mages. So yeah, going down the list, there's 2 protection warriors, 4 DPS warriors, 2 druids, 3 paladins, a rogue. I wonder if I can bring my hunter into MC. I haven't been on my hunter in MC in quite a while. Yeah, I don't want to take my druid through there, but I'd feel pretty good taking a hunter there. I think Iskar's already full in tier 1. Yeah, maybe not. Dang. So let's go ahead and take a look here at what we can do. It's kind of like endgame is fun, but at the same time, because I'm hardcore, it's very limiting. So actually, I have so much of these echoes in my bag. We're gonna go ahead and head up to Winterfall while we're kind of deciding what we can kind of progress on and work on here during the stream. And then other things that I would like to progress on eventually on this character is leveling up either engineering or leveling up herbalism. So do I want to drop my blacksmithing? And that's a yes. Like, blacksmithing isn't too helpful for me at this point. It was really helpful during the leveling phase as it allowed me to create my plate stuff. So once I got into the plate level, I basically put together this entire full set of steel plate gear. And from level 45 until level 60, I was set. Like, this gear right here was superb for what it offered. It offered really good stats, really good armor, defense, a 2-piece, 6-piece bonus, and then it just had the full set. And then I also have access to mithril spurs, which I should actually make a couple of these. I have the mithril bars. I don't have the solid grinding stone, so maybe that could be something I could make a few of these just to kind of have extra spurs on me and make a pair of boots just for some spurs. During the leveling process, I had always access to different bucklers to increase either my agility, my stamina, attach spikes to my shield, which was super useful as well, and I had access to make my different sharpening stones and my weight stones, which added damage to my weapons. So that was always really nice as well. So whenever I'm leveling a character like a plate wearer, I generally like to go blacksmithing with it, with your leveling process, especially if it's the first character and you're not trying to rely on so many people, as you can make a lot of gear for yourself. So that's it there. Let's see if Gary Love. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover gear, and we'll go ahead and cover gear and talents while we're traveling, okay? So, because we hit level 60, our gear has essentially kind of stalled off to the point where we no longer are gaining levels and strength and stats, skill points, but we're still able to find different items that can make us stronger and better. Our helmet hasn't been replaced since level 45, unfortunately. Our neck piece, we got this from Lapidus Isle or Gilligim Isle or Telebeam, because it has the Mole Org Beads of Rage, which I assume is like something ogre related. I believe that was from one of the ogre islands. Got True Strike out of Upper Blackrock Spire. Battle Hard Cape. I still haven't found anything to replace this cape yet. There's been a couple drops, but nothing ideal. Got this from BRD. The Braces of Heroism is something that I picked up in from the guildmate. Mechanist Bone Chopper Replica, the Thrash Blade. Those are just like my best in slot at the moment. I'm sure I could probably find like the Rend offhand, or one of those weapons could be a pretty good match. There is another weapon that I have in my bank that actually does more damage. This axe right here, the Hateforged Cleaver, is a 37.1 versus 35.2 with 11 strength and 5 stamina. Plus, because I'm an orc, it would give me that little boost when using axes. But I do enjoy the Thrash Blade for the extra hit. I think it'd be nice to see when it triggers and all that. And then we picked up the Flight Blade Throwing Axe. This is from Lower Blackrock Spire. Our Reaver Claws, I don't know where these were from. These might be from Lower Blackrock Spire. We have the Brigand Girdle. I believe that's from either Lower or Upper Blackrock. Now, once again, same thing as the neck bliss right here. So this is from one of the islands. I believe this is from Telebeam. The Craig Plate. Hey,
I
caught you
caught you
live.
live. What's the plan for today?
Yo, what is up, Sir Caboose? Long time no see. How have you been? Our plan is at the moment, like this is our descent. This is the last day that I'm going to be streaming the warrior just because we hit level 60. We kind of hit a stopping point. We really did hit a bit of a wall because on hardcore, unless you are uh I'm in a guild, but our guild is they run dungeons, but right now they're about to be running molten core, so there's not a lot of people that are going to be available to run dungeons with at the moment to like get a group together for dungeons and stuff. And because we're also hardcore, the group system and other system, like there's not a lot of people. Scolo strat. Yeah, so I'll message out there to see if anybody's out there, but the chances are very low of people being out and about that are
Fantastic.
not in our guild that are looking for level 60 content. If this was softcore and I was level 60, I could join. See, I joined world. So if I go world in here, join. Yeah, so as soon as I join world in here, if I could join the world chat, we're probably going to see much more stuff popping off. There's people looking for Dire Maw. There's people going to be looking for Karazhan. Like, this is a Pug Kara right here. Looking for more Kara. 10-man. They need a main tank. DPS. Prefer a Warlock. So we could definitely, if we were softcore, we could go in and do a Karazhan. We could go in and do some sort of, like, there's always, like, Skullman strat. There's Pug MCs going on all the time. But unfortunately, because we are a hardcore, we just can't. We don't have the option to dive in the Pug content. So our progression in terms of gear has kind of stalled out. We've got some. Look at, see, here's another. There's a molten core right there. Looking for more molten core. About 20 people. They're starting when full discords are required. You get one soft reserve, one main spec, one off spec. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, soft reserve. Or get to reserve an item, main spec over off spec, and then yeah, you can see here. I've been good
surviving school and work. I made a rogue on Ambershire last weekend. It does seem tough to do endgame as Inferno.
Yeah, it is. But so what I'm going to be doing is starting on Monday, we're going to be heading over to Ambershire. I am going to make a character over on Ambershire. I think Ambershire right now is in the Onyxia phase or is in the Blackwing Lair phase. I don't know which phase it's in, but I already made my characters, but the decision isn't final. So I've made my characters here on Ambershire. And right now I have, oh no, my names got swapped out. That's okay. I have my paladin and I have a warrior. I don't know why I have a warrior. It should have been a hunter. So yeah, Ambershire, we can go in here. And I'm undecided. Do I want to have a night elf, druid, or a night elf hunter, or a paladin? I would really like to do a paladin. And then potentially have. So rolling a human as a end game character is not the best anymore. Like if I'm rolling a paladin, a lot of people often choose paladins because of their racials to increase I guess the bonuses for reputation is a pretty nice one. The skill with swords and maces, this can actually now be combated with like these ancient texts that are in the game. The increased stealth detection isn't a biggie. The increased spirit is really big as well. The only thing that humans really have over high elves is the bonuses to reputation gains. That could be pretty beneficial end game when you're trying to get uh, exalted with specific faction. That's a pretty big one. If I roll a high elf, I have increased agility, which again just a little bit extra dodge. Enchanting skills increased, and I can meditate, restoring some vital resources. So if I meditate as a paladin, I can
Heck yeah,
restore
maybe
quite a
I'll
bit of
run into
momentum.
you over there sometime. It seems full for finding groups just low level. There are no healers, lol.
Yeah. So my thing is right now I'm going to be playing hardcore. I am going to be playing a hardcore when leveling, but I'm not going to play level. I'm not going to be hardcore at level 60. I'm going to roll this character to become a softcore character at level 60. I'm going to level him hardcore, but then at level 60 we're going to transition and just become a softcore character, and then we're going to be doing dungeons and raids with him. And when looking at that aspect, do I want to roll a hunter so that I have options for like different farms, or do I want to roll a paladin because paladins can just absolutely decimus, they can destroy things on their own. They have a ton of farms that they can do themselves when leveling. Although because we're leveling hardcore, we probably won't be doing all of that. I don't know. I'm still very undecided. Or do we want to go a druid? Where's the druid? Oh, druid would be one of these right here. So my current three options is paladin, druid, or hunter. What were you leveling? Oh, you said rogue. Yeah, you made a rogue over on Ambershire. So I don't know if I want to play a paladin on Ambershire, a druid, or a hunter. Those are my options. I guess I should make my characters, and then we'll kind of go from there. I like the hair. Can't even see the earrings. Oh yeah, you can. Never mind. I was like, I don't even see the earrings on this thing. She had like a chin. Oh, she had. What is that? Oh, she has big loops. Okay, they're just loopsies down there. Okay, those are different ones. Those are small little beads. I like these ones. They kind of showcase a bit more on the ears. And then so we have skin color. Oh, nice. I like tan. Tan high elf with black hair. I don't see a ton of druids. Would be cool to see.
I don't see a ton of druid. Would be cool to see the leveling from druid POV.
Yeah, I just did a druid leveling on Horde. Undying 3 was a druid. Undying 1's a paladin. Undying 2's a hunter. Undying 3 was a druid. Undying 4 was a priest. And Undying 5 was a warrior. I don't know if I like the hair combination with that. And we already chose the earrings, so now it's just the hair color. I like the kind of darker at the tips, or just the full on. Now it's just trying to find a level here. And we'll just go like this. Okay. And my character's not taken. There we go. Unchallenged. So that's an option. Also have our druid. Oh wow, that's some very dark. Night elf. That's pretty cool. Just kind of going through some of these options. And I don't like the short hair on the night elves. It just doesn't look as... That looks nice. I like that, but I think that's what my other hunter has. Maybe like the band. I don't know on the hair color. The hair color... I have to just find a different hair and then see how it looks. Going purple hair? I have no idea. Still doing slow and steady? No. I'm not doing slow and steady. My goal is to hit level 60.
Still doing slow and steady.
Yeah, my goal is to hit level 60 as fast as possible by grinding if that's what's going to be required of me. Yeah, I'm kind of done with the slow and steady route. Oh, I never did any challenges on my paladin. I just realized. I didn't even take the hardcore challenge on my paladin. Well then, I have to delete this character. Create, and I don't think I made it I don't think I even made it a paladin. Female. Hardcore. Hardcore paladin. Yeah, I don't think I had even done hair color. It's gonna be black again. I think I had different hair. And I have that hair. Very bushy hair. I had that hair. That just looks more a fuller look. I like the fuller set of hair. Not that full. Like that. It just looks like you're a swordsmith. A sword person of sorts. Let's see here. Then I had the earrings. I had the big earrings on the ears. That one. And hair color was good. Hairstyle was good. Face. And the skin color was, we had a darker tone. I think that was it right there. And the face just kind of has to swap a few times. Oh, look, it changes the lipstick. So we can change like the lipstick to kind of match the hair right there. And then we could name ourselves Unchallenged. We have the hardcore, hardcore and accept. Okay. Yeah, there's our characters. Unchallenged and your challenge. We have your challenge and unchallenged. But I want to start these guys on... Oops. I want to start these guys on Monday. So I don't want to just start them just yet. I wanted this episode to kind of be like the final send-off to the warrior. Because it's got so slow now to the point where it's very little progression unless I'm doing dungeons, and I'm only going to be doing dungeons really with the guild. And there's a specific channel within our Discord server that they say like at people within the dungeon group, hey, we're looking for 2 more DPS, or we're looking to run this dungeon. And then people like join up, like we'll notify, hey, I'm logging on, let's do it. And then we'll knock out something. But yeah, progression is kind of slowed down to a point where I need to swap to another character to keep it going. But yes, I probably will run into, if you're over on Ambershire, so trade in some Winterfall Echo. Oh, there's gotta be a faster way. Oh, I'm in. I gotta leave world. There we go. I was like, I wondered how I got a notification that they're looking for Upper Blackrock Spire, and I was like, is that hardcore? No, this is in world chat.
I feel that I am level 27 on slow and steady, and I feel without it I'd be level 40.
Oh man, you have no idea. It took me over 8 days. Look at my time right now. On this character, I have 9 days, 13 hours played. And only 1 day, 8 hours has been at level 60. So I spent 8 days and 5 hours getting this character to level 60. And I was moving for the most part. I was always moving. I was doing a quest. I was going from place A to place B. I was always kind of active on this character. I wasn't kind of sitting around going, oh, where am I going to go next? I wonder if I should go over here. Now, I spent a lot of time kind of planning what I was doing. And I still spent over 8 hours, 8 days of playtime doing this. I wonder if there's a faster way to do this. Let's see. Is there a way I could do fast, mono, complete.
Relax. Be good. You be careful, man. Bye-bye now. Good to meet ya.
We're just gonna load up on some juju powder.
You come get the voodoo. You be
Yeah,
careful,
so
man.
on my new character, whatever we decide to do,
Good to meet
I'm primarily going to be grinding it out as fast as I can.
I hear you. Won't be.
But because we're
How you do?
hardcore first,
How are
we still have to be a little bit slower. Are you doing slow and steady? Are you doing hardcore or just doing slow and steady?
careful, man. Spirits be with you, man.
Item was not found.
Bye-bye now.
Hey, back up, back up. Well, look at that. We got 91 juju powders. That's insane.
Always hard cove.
Always hardcore? Yeah, hardcore is a lot of fun. It's really hard to play anything besides hardcore. Once you've played hardcore and you get the blood pumping, you feel the excitement of hardcore, it's really hard to go back to playing softcore again. But I'm not going to be doing slow and steady. I already have, look at this. On this account, I have 930 credits to use. I would love if Turtle Wow did some sort of a sale. Like, I would love if Turtle Wow did some sort of a sale. Oh, why is it turning off my auto completion? I could hear it bugging out in the background. It kept trying to turn in a quest. Oh, I am in protection spec right now. Yeah, I even already bought my dual spec. So at level, you can buy dual spec, I believe, at any level over 45. It costs 350 gold. So I already bought the dual spec. So here, you open up the dual spec, and then you can easily swap. So here's my protection. Here's my Fury. I can go ahead and click on it. And boom, I swapped over to Fury. And now I'm back in my Fury spec. Yeah, so I'm just looking forward to playing a little bit of softcore at level 60. As getting groups and getting dungeons and getting into raids, it's gonna make for fun content. And I need to choose a character that I'm going to enjoy playing in raiding scenes and solo play. Is that character going to be a paladin? Is it going to be a druid? I think those are going to be the better options between the two. Yo, what's up, UG?
What's up, UG? Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, what's up, Sandingo? Welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Happy Thanksgiving, guys, to both of you. Sandingo, and Sir Caboose. I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving.
I think you need to try Druid.
Undying 3 was a druid. I leveled a druid 2 characters ago. So Undying 1 was a paladin, Undying 2 was a hunter, Undying 3 was a druid, Undying 4 was a priest, and Undying 5 was a warrior. So I've leveled 5 characters.
Yep, it was great.
It was great. It was a lot of fun, for sure. Let me go ahead and emo shot here. You're gonna run away from me, huh? Oh, now he's running away. Oh, I missed him with my whirlwind. Leave him down.
Do you know Zeryu and Soda Poppin'? They just started Hardcore Druids.
Oh, they all started Hardcore Druids? Nice. Yeah, Druid's fun, but endgame content, I feel like endgame wise, Druids
Oh
have a
wait,
lot
Soda
of
isn't on Hardcore, he's playing Chinese WoW, but Zeryu is Ultra Hardcore Druid. So
yeah,
maybe
I
it's time
watched
for you
Yaryu.
to Druid too.
Druid. I'm just thinking like endgame solo farms. If I wanted to solo farm specific content, can Druids offer can Druids offer as much solo farms as say a Paladin? Paladin, if I gear out a Paladin at level 60 on software, I think it would be a lot of fun. They on Turtlewell they have this thing called what's it called? It's called Life on Hit. Hold on. I'm trying to think of what it is. Life Leech? It's kind of like a Life Leech. And if you get a lot of Life Leech here, you can go ahead and basically become an immortal paladin. You can kind of clear a lot of content because every time that you do damage, you get 15% of your damage is restored as oh shoot. Okay, no, I killed him. Comes back as healing. What level is he? 60? I don't know if druids have as many solo farms as say a paladin. I think it would just be kind of fun to push the paladin to the extreme because I wouldn't have the issues of being scared anymore at level 60 because I'd be an immortal. I wouldn't run into the issue of being kind of scared of doing specific content.
Yeah, but are you really going to farm? People say that for mages I'm going to roll mage to AoE farm, then they spam Frostbolt all day and never AoE again after leveling, lol.
Oh no, I'm talking about in dungeons. Like you, as a paladin, you can do Dire Maul Lasher runs. You can do like you can basically clear entire dungeons. On my paladin, I can basically go into Sunken Temple or Hateforge Quarry and do enough damage to kind of be able to self-heal and just clear out dozens of mobs at the same time. I did it in the past before my gear was kind of nerfed. And now all my gear is kind of like holy gear on this paladin. As a druid, I don't know if there's as many farms available, but I know it's still... Why is this guy taking so long to kill this thing? I wonder if he's just leveling up his weapon skill. I wonder if that's what it is. Those flowers?
Oh yeah, those flowers.
Oh, the songflowers and Bowen? They're both melee guys. Okay, that's fine.
Druid farming doesn't take off till TBC when they can fly and herb without transforming.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like Druid will be fun, but it won't have as many fun options for solo play inside of dungeons. I think there's a lot more options for solo play for paladins inside of dungeons and raids.
Nah, those flowers plants in Dire Mall that are on the bottom.
Oh yeah, there's that. But there's lots of rich thorium veins inside of Dire Maul as well for paladins. And paladins can do jump runs with lasher farms so they can find the rich thorium. And they have so much self-healing from their Judgments of Light, their solo, like their big flash heals. They have Holy Light, and they have the Holy Strike that's on Turtlewell that heals themselves and group members as well. I don't know, I feel like I'm taking more damage than normal. Maybe not. Maybe it's all on my head. Maybe it's all in my head. But I did go ahead and make the characters just because. Oh, there is a group for Lower Blackrock Spire. Anti-bandage. Oh, there it goes. Can I hide behind this pillar? Yes, I can.
Ali no to farm as rogue is Dire Mall pickpocket runs LOL, it's tragic.
Yeah, yeah, that is pretty much true. I can't think of any specific rogue farms, but rogues can actually do a lot of pickpocketing early on, and they have a really good chance of getting the epic blade. I forgot what it's called, but I see rogues all the time finding this blade off my inside that little locked chests. I forgot what it's called, but they always say it all the time. Right around level 40 or so, they start doing like these lock picks, and they find it so often. How do you already healing, man? Oh, that's why.
Be sure to use pickpocket macro when leveling up as a rogue. Pickpocket on your opener.
Yeah, before you even hit the mob, you basically pickpocket, is what I was told. Come on, pump it. He's the only one there. There you go. I get a lot of rune cloth from these guys, so it makes sense to bandage when you can bandage, because you actually get a lot of rune cloth anyways. So by the time you need to bandage again, you've already found enough rune cloth to make the additional bandages. I can actually buff myself with a juju powder as well. I have so much of this stuff. I see why people farm this area so often. Lag. But I'll go ahead and put out a poll on my YouTube channel here. You'll see a little notification go across this weekend. Say, hey, we're starting a brand new series on Monday. We're either going to be leveling a druid or a paladin. And I'm going to have a little vote notification thing. It's a good ganking spot. Oh, yeah, if you're on a PvP server...
It's a good ganking spot.
This place is insane on a PvP
Team
server.
battles will go down here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Shadow Blade. Okay, hey, thank you, Enigma. Thank you, thank you. So this weapon right here is something that almost every rogue finds in one of the lockboxes. So there's lockboxes around level 40 along the rivers and Ferralis or Tenaris and stuff like that. And a lot of them, for whatever reason, rogues are like, oh, I found the Shadow Blade out of a lockbox. And everyone's usually in chat like, hey, that's one of the more common epics that you'll find inside of lockboxes. But you're gonna find, if you know, if you've lockpicked a lot, you'll probably come across that Shadow Blade. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it looks cool. It is a unique though. So a lot of people, when they find it, they just kind of sell it, because if they run into it again, they can't keep another one. It's kind of like the ring from...
New to the stream, hit that subscribe button to join the unchallenged crew.
Well, that's different. Why is it... That's so funny that my bot is not... that it said that.
LOL, I'm gonna get one watch, I can see it in my future.
100%. 100%. I don't know what's up. Fight me. Gut Ripper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll find it. As a rogue, when you get into the level 40 content, Tenaris, Ferralis, and stuff like that, and you start pickpocketing often, you'll end up finding it. I can't think of anything else I'd like to be farming really at the moment. I saw a group going for Lower Blackrock Spire. Let me see what they... how many people they have. How many people do you have? Heal, heal, heal. If I'm in the Berserker stage, stay in the Berserker stage and charge. Seems like there's not a lot of people here at the moment. Oh, why did I swap? Oh. Yeah, why did I swap? Because I thunderclapped? Well, this should help me heal. Pretty sure I should heal when I do this, but no, I guess not. I know. I really should chug a potion. Maybe I didn't need it, but it's always better to chug a potion than not chug a potion. Yeah, in terms of our gear, we really did a lot. We finished a lot of the end game kind of quest chains that we could kind of do. I am working on basically everything else is kind of like a dungeon or raid. There are some quests available around here, but it's like, you know, Wrath of the Blue Flight. I have to go defeat the Skyer for my Onyxia. There's a couple other quests around here, but they're usually a little bit higher. Elite or level 60 content. I don't really need to work on the reputation for the Timber Maw people because this guy respawned quick. Timber Maws, I believe that's like if you are a... let me see. Oh, he respawned there as well. Oh, hey buddy. Oh, no, I didn't want to swap. Oh man, I just wasted so much rage. that was a lot of rage I dumped there. So, how were your guys' Thanksgiving? Did you guys eat a lot of food? Did you travel? Did you do anything exciting? Any of you guys go anywhere fun? Oh, I thought I did. Oh, battle shout. Now I can. Boop.
Ate everything.
You ate everything. Yeah, we had so much food. We went to my aunt's house yesterday, and there was so much food. There was probably 15 to 20 people there. There were 3 tables set up in the dining room that she had done and got set up, and then everyone had a ton of food. And then for dessert, we had apple pie, cherry pie. Oh, I'm lagging. There it goes. Yeah, we're very much lagging right now. What's going on? Yeah, test. Oh yeah, we are lagging pretty dang good right now. Ow. Why am I lagging so bad? Well, hold on one second. I'm gonna kick myself off. So this game is frozen right now. And I logged into another screen to kick this screen off, right? Because sometimes the client doesn't tell that you disconnected and you're just kind of sitting in limbo for a while. Yeah, there it goes. So I went ahead and just reset the whole client. And loading back in. The mobs that are there are dead still, and I have some time before they respawn. I want to log back in and then move to somewhere a little bit safer, so I'm not going to be in trouble. Oh, now it works. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what just happened. It was working and then just started lagging. I wonder if that was... And there's a bunch of people in MC now, so I don't think it was... I think it was just mostly me. And my kids are home, so I don't know if you guys can hear those guys in the background, but they're basically screaming in the background. I could hear them. Well, I guess we're back to it then. Yeah, so Monday, we're going to be making a new character, and we have the characters made. We have Your Challenge, which is a druid, and we have Unchallenged, which is a paladin. I'm kind of debating which one I want to specifically level. Eventually, I'd like to level both up. Having a option to play a druid or a paladin are really fun in my opinion. Both of those classes are superb because of the endless possibilities that they can do, right? Paladins and druids can essentially do every single thing in the game in terms of DPS, melee, and tanking. Druids kind of have the advantage a little bit because they can go Moonkin, but how many Boomkins do you really see in raids? Very, very few. Very, very, very few. And I don't know if I think I'd have fun as a druid. I'll be back at the barbershop now. Hey, take it easy, Circubus. Hey, I really do appreciate you popping in and hanging out.
I'll be back at the barber shop now.
Yeah, take it easy. I appreciate you popping in. Hopefully you get a nice early haircut. Get a good haircut. I think I messaged this guy and then I completely forgot. Level 12 mage dies to a commando. And what do you guys think about the pumpkin cheesecake? Pumpkin cheesecake.
What do you guys think about pumpkin cheesecake?
I don't think I've ever had pumpkin cheesecake. Yeah, I don't believe that I've ever had pumpkin cheesecake. We had pumpkin cake and we had apple pie. We didn't have no cheesecake this year. My wife made an upside down apple pie, and then somebody else brought in an apple cobbler, and then somebody else had a Costco pumpkin pie, and then my dad brought in like a chocolate cherry pie. I didn't even have any of it.
Are you a fan of pumpkin pie?
No, I'm not much of a fan of pumpkin pie. My preferred pie is apple and cherry. I'll always have some apple and cherry pie. Yeah, I'm whipping these guys. Whip it. Oh, he's already fighting them. Zoobs. And we hit that, and we can go ahead and regenerate some health here. Watch this. Six, 6, 6. Oh, jeez. I like the warrior. It's been a lot of fun, but in terms of farms and stuff like that, I really can't do many farms on him. So it kind of kills endgame. You know, if I wanted to go farm gold, this would be my method of farming gold right now. It's just going through here and liquidating items. They got 41 pieces of broom cloth. Kind of chilling through here. I now have 21 Winterfall Firewaters. And I have, what, like 90 of these Juju
Maybe
powders.
just coincidences.
Maybe just coincidences. Yeah. So what are you playing right now, Sandingo? You're playing on the anniversary servers and you're waiting for the Burning Crusade, right? Oh, who died? Oh, level 18. Yeah, I'll show you guys. Go ahead and I'll swap over to the Hunter a bit because I don't know what else to do specifically at the moment on this character. So I'm gonna leave him here at the moment, and let's go ahead and swap over, and we'll show what the Hunters can do. I don't know if my Paladin is in a good spot to do solo stuff, but we'll take a look here. We're gonna swap over to the hunter, and I know one farm that I can do pretty well, and that's the Mara farm. So we'll do a couple runs of Mara. The market was only open a half day today. Like, what's up with that? What's up
Yep,
with
my
that?
plan is just to enjoy the TBC leveling, then gear up with some PvP and then mess around in the open world and do battlegrounds.
Yeah, Battlegrounds is another thing that I really miss. And Paladins and Druids have a lot of fun inside of Battlegrounds. Hunters have a lot of fun inside of Battlegrounds as well. But they're just mostly, you know, the pew pew class. Boy, it has taken a while to load in, huh? Yep, my plan is to enjoy the Burning Crusade leveling and then gear up for some
Dang, you
PvP.
can't do battlegrounds as hardcore.
Yeah, no Battlegrounds is hardcore. You die forever. Yeah, you can't do Battlegrounds as a hardcore player, so that really removes a lot of the fun as well out there. Dang, what the heck? Why? Level 44. Oh, that's a big F. Level 44 warrior just died. Dajalu. Poor guy. Everyone in chat said F. Look at this guy. This guy's got the most out of everyone that I've ever seen die in hardcore. This guy's level 44. He dies in the whole chat. F, F, F. Wob. 2 days plays to waste. I mean, it's probably more than 2 days played, depending.
How would you feel if they added that as an exception zone, or does it take away from the RP of the character?
No, I would love to be able to do some battlegrounds. There's another private server. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? There's another private server that is called HC WoW, and they allow you to. Oh, I see. I need to refix this guy's macros better. There's different ways I could have definitely optimized this guy's macros to be better than the way I play it now. Fine for now. This is my hardcore hunter. He was I think he may have been my very first, even though he's undying too. He's really my first level 60 character. Where's my water? Oh, I do have. This guy is usually never alive. I think that's like the first time I've seen him ever alive there. Let's see, anything I can buff myself with? Nah, not so much. Guess I have agility food. About it. I usually stop first in Stormwind to get some drinks and water. But today, we're not doing that. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and make a new session, reset. And let's see how much gold we can make. So this is a normal farm that I would do with my hardcore characters. If I'm looking for gold, I'll go through here. I'm starting with 137 gold. I set up a timer over here. So anytime that I loot something, it's going to collect and add it to the log and tally how much money we collect over this time period. But I enjoy these runs. I don't know if a fresh level 60 character will be able to do this, but once you get your tier 0.5, then you can start doing this run pretty optimal. And they changed hunters on Turtle out here, so they don't even have. There's no bestial wrath. There's no bestial wrath thing here. So instead, what Turtle has is they added baited shot, which increases. They increased your pet and damage that you do. So baited shot right here. You shoot a shot onto the target, and when it's on there, it increases damage taken from the hunter's pet by 15%. So then you have a combination of the... I didn't mean arcane shot, it's fine. You have a combination of baited shot when you can, and then you use kill command. Kill command was introduced during the Burning Crusade. So kill command, it gives the command to kill, removing any crowd control effects from your pet, and causing your pet's next two abilities within 10 seconds to be guaranteed critical strikes with 50% increased critical strike damage. So it really makes sense to kind of have a baited shot on the target and then have your kill command basically used right after, because now your pet's doing 15% more damage to the target, and then with kill command active, it's doing an additional like 50%. It's an insane amount of damage, but the pet's doing a lot of the damage here, and that's how it's able to kind of hold that threat. But as you can see here, my pet's probably gonna die here in just a second. Let's see if I can pull threat off these munchkins here. We're gonna have to run. I just noticed I have no feign death up. What happened to my feign death? My goodness. Jump down here. What a bad way to go. Starting this thing here off with a banger. I just feigned death right here. That hasn't happened in a while. He killed my pet. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for these guys to go by and then run back over there. And then I'll res my pet. Or maybe I'll just skip that boss. I don't know what happened with that one. Feign death is up in 10 seconds. I'm just gonna go ahead and drink real quick, actually. I don't think these guys will aggro me. I don't think they'll aggro me. But we'll see. Nope, they didn't aggro me. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had my pet die there before. That's a new one. Okay, I'm just gonna run back over here to upper area and then res my pet up there when I'm away from all the craziness of these guys. I don't want these guys hitting me because then they do a silence and that'll prevent you from feign death. And you don't want to not be able to feign death through here when you're getting smacked by a bunch of mobs, because that would not be good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I'll res my pet. Yeah, that's a first. I've never had my pet really die on that specific spot. What's up with you, man? Come back to life. Feed him some food. I'm gonna put him right here while he recharges. I'm gonna run down the princess. He should be eating. Yeah, he's eating. Yeah, that's a first. I've never really had my pet die during that boss before, but there were some recent changes that took place. You used to be able to just kind of face tank that. And that looks like it got all changed. I made a
SMH
whole
pet
video.
not hardcore.
It's a hardcore pet. Shake my head. Pet is not hardcore, right? I can't imagine a hardcore pet. Because pets die all the dang time. And the nonsense of leveling a pet's happiness is insane. Let's see if we have better results here with Princess. Go ahead and drink. I'm gonna have agility food this time.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I don't have anything else besides these to really snack on. There we go. We have full water, full food. So when this guy does that fear, this is a good boss to save the kill command so that if your pet does get feared away, you can go ahead and use kill command to get him outside, out of the fear. It's gonna go ahead and hit rapid shot. Yeah, my pet's getting wrecked right now, and I don't know why. I'm gonna go ahead and feign death over my threat here. Yeah, we are not doing as much damage as I had hoped. A lot of the old farms, I really miss Bestial Wrath and all that. I'm gonna wait till my pet gets pretty low before pulling him back, so he's just gonna face tank the boss for now. And then when he gets low, I'll go ahead and pull him back off the boss. Probably right about now is a back him on. Oh, I got dazed by that, huh? Did I have, I wonder if I had it. I'll have to look. If I had Breach turned on or off with him. This is the normal way that you would do Princess in the past. You would just kind of outrun her stone, and then keep her circling through here. And then when she stops to fart, you would sit there. Oh, I thought she was gonna fart. There she goes. Don't kill my birdie. Don't kill my birdie. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, it's so low life. Got 50 some life left on my bird's life, man. Jeez. Bird went down to 50 life there.
LMAO. Do you know the lore on Princess?
No, look at that. See, 4 gold, 50 silver. No, I don't know the lore on Princess. She's got those big old cankles, though. This pet isn't doing as good as my other one. I swapped my pets around. And this one didn't do as well as my other pet. Don't hunters have some sort of like juju powder for them for 30 minutes or something? That would be nice. I wonder if paladins can solo Princess. But that's usually a pretty good one, right? That netted me 5 gold, 76 silver. And that's something I can kind of do on my own. That was a little bit of a slower thing because my pet died on the first boss. And that usually doesn't happen. There we go. Baited shot, opening. Like, once you put him with a baited shot, you hit kill command, and your pet just begins doing quite a bit of damage right there. There's another baited shot, so we'll go ahead and hit him with the baited.
One of the night elf centaurs fell madly in love with her, and they made a lot of love and created those centaurs in Desolace as their offspring.
I would not. Oh, what? Why am I at threat? Oh, I don't have Screech turned on. Okay. Yeah, my pet, it generates a good amount of threat, but without Screech, it needs that extra boost of, from the screen. So let's see. Baited shot takes 108 mana.
Like they didn't team up and do some magic, they were in love and did the dirty to create them.
You said a night elf. One of the night elf creatures, man. There's some weird. You ever watch The Magicians? Magicians is a really good show, and it has a lot of folklore in it that's unique to itself, but it has like these other realms with kind of like the Fae, and it had, I don't know if there was any centaurs in it, but there were some of the old demigods, and the demigods, like they called them gods, but they weren't like the higher gods. They were still gods, but they were of lesser gods, but they were kind of like almost like centaurs. They had horns and hooves.
Nah, never heard of it.
Never heard of it? Yeah, it's a good show, The Magicians. It's pretty good. I just finished watching all five seasons of it a bit ago. It's on Prime. It's on Amazon Prime if you have Prime. Prime is the only subscription model that I subscribe to. I don't have Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, Hulu Plus, Disney Max, or Disney Plus, or whatever it's called. I do use Prime because Prime, I order a lot of things off Amazon for myself or for my business, or my wife likes to order things, or if you do like a review sometimes, they'll ship you something, hush hush, and you leave them a review. Or if you want to try something, there's some websites like Snagshout or Vipon that kind of give you some discounted items. So I order quite a bit of things off Amazon, and I like having access to the free shipping. And then also Amazon also gives you a bunch of stuff on Kindle for free, and you get a lot of shows. Like I enjoy watching Reacher. There's Reacher, The Magicians. My son and I, we watch Teen Wolf on there. There's some good cartoon shows that my kids like to watch. I can squeak. Jack Ryan is another show I like. So most times I just stream shows off different websites, or like a stream a movie off a website, because I don't want to pay $30 for some specific subscription that has one specific thing that I want to watch, and I don't know if I even want to watch it all the way. If I get too close to this guy, he's gonna shoot me with a bomb. I got shot by the bomb. That it, and it happened. We're gonna hit turbo mode here. Rapid shot. So this guy right here can be sometimes dangerous for hunter pets, because what he'll do to hunters is that he has this bomb. Right now my pet's resisting it. You can see the resist right here on the side. But if my pet doesn't resist it and it actually triggers on him, then my pet will go running in fear. And if that happens, in the past you could hit Bestial Wrath and it could break that. But you have Kill Command now on a 12-second cooldown that can break CCs. So if your pet gets feared, you can break the fear with Kill Command. It'll break the fear that he has, and then you could just go ahead and go back to resuming your attack. And look at this, another 3 gold 21. So there we go. Through the whole session right there, besides the first boss, I got 10 gold, 12 silver out of that run. So if I go in here and sell all the items that I just kind of collected, that'll net me 10 gold. So if I do this, if I do these specific runs 5 times within an hour, I can net myself anywhere from 10 gold upwards of sometimes between 15 to 20 gold per hour. And that was a pretty good run because I did get the sword and I did get the axe from that one. I'm gonna go ahead and do that once again. But we pulled 10 gold out of there. On hardcore, this is one of my favorite routes to do for gold. If I'm farming gold for my dual spec, if I'm farming gold to buy my epic mount, then my epic mount, my hunter has his epic riding skill on him. So I don't want to die on my hunter. That would be really bad. I spent quite a bit of time on this character. I don't know why it takes forever to load into these places. And take a bit. There it goes. You guys hardcore? Nah. But I enjoyed the hardcore scene. I really do enjoy playing hardcore, and I like the experience of it. I do not like the rules behind hardcore that you can't team up with people outside of 5-year levels, because I think it would be a lot of fun to, you know, play with other people online. And there's often a lot of people that do end up playing World of Warcraft, and we can never really party, we can never really trade because of that 5-level difference. Like Sir Caboose is leveling a character right now on the other server on Ambershire. And I'm going to start on Ambershire on Monday. We're not going to be doing the slow and steady challenge. We are going to be doing hardcore. I'm going to be focusing on really quickly getting to level 60. If I roll a druid or a hunter, I am going to take skinning and either leatherworking. Leatherworking is always nice for druids and hunters because you can craft a lot of gear. You're not really gear dependent on those classes, right? Druids, they do damage just the same, whether they're with their weapon or without a weapon, and without gear or with gear. It just kind of gives them additional stats. Hunters, as long as they get a bow, you can rock through things so quickly, and I wouldn't mind doing skinning on a hunter and just vendoring it, or maybe doing skinning and herbalism. So when I hit level 60, I'm not going to do that boss. I'm just going to skip him. I don't know what was with him. I don't like him. Somebody just asked the question. Can we do BGs in HC? You can, but death is death. Yeah, you can do battlegrounds, but death is death. Death is death. If you die, you die. There's a movie out there. If you die, you die. Dead is dead, sir. Dead is dead. And I do miss battlegrounds. I think it'd be a lot of fun. On Friday nights, we just have like a specific night where all we do is battle. Oh, I mean, obviously we gotta wait in queue. Obviously, we got to wait in queue. Let's see, should I open up on them now or wait for my mana to tick up a bit? I don't like the feeling of wasting.
New adventure.
Yeah, new adventure is going to happen on Monday. So right now, this is the final day. We're kind of really playing our warrior. I didn't have any more progression on him. Because he's a hardcore warrior, I can't really do dungeons and raids with him without being feared out to a specific... So right here, he's feared. I hit kill command, and he's not feared anymore. So that's one of the perks of... I don't have Bestial Wrath on that 2-minute cooldown or 1-minute cooldown, but now I have kill command, which I can use every 12 seconds. I can break my pet out of crowd control. And then you absolutely want to keep baited shot on your target at all times, because baited shot increases all the damage your pet does to it by 15%. and then you combine that with that kill command ability, and that basically just gives your pets next two abilities a guaranteed crit, and then boosted by 50%. Oh, I didn't even hit my rapid fire. We're just gonna rapid fire this guy down real quick. My kill command did not go off. My pet at? There he is. Lacking. We almost got Princess down though. Once we get her below 12%. Ooh, my pet's getting slashed up there. Yeah, we're gonna turn off Screech on the pet. Oh, I don't need that, huh? I'm just gonna keep my pet by me. But birds have a bad thing of that they do the screech. So if your pet tries to protect you and screeches next to a turtle, you'll aggro a turtle. We don't want that. I have to bet. Can't see it. Can't see her. I can see her from here. Go shoot. Hey, pet, you can do it. Finish him off. Finish him off, pet. Better not die on me, though. I'll be very upset if you die on me. Don't do it. Don't you die. There it goes. Pet stayed alive. Okay, good. And what did we get? A gold 42. Man, that was probably one of the worst. So that was only 3 goldish right there. What on him? Nothing on it. Just a bloated body. So, hey, welcome into the stream, Buzztronic. So today, we're going to be starting a brand new adventure. I didn't want to start a brand new adventure on a Friday. So on Monday, we have 2 characters made. Two characters made. We have a druid and a paladin. I'm going to be putting a post out right after the stream.
You're trying to farm something.
No, I'm just kind of I don't have anything to do on my warrior. So I'm really just kind of having fun and farming gold at the moment so that I could buy, I'm collecting gold for my epic mount. Essentially what it is on my other character. Or being able to buy some type of gear. Turn this back on.
New druid and paladin, sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, so I'm going to be starting a brand new character on a different server. And on that, I'm going to be playing, it's going to be either a paladin or a druid or a hunter. Those are going to be the 3 options for the classes. And then I'm going to be playing a hardcore while leveling, but I'm not going to stick to hardcore at level 60. So once we do hit level 60, I'm going to let it roll off to become an immortal character. And we're going to be able to do all dungeons, all raids, battlegrounds, open world PvP, stuff like that. Right now, I'm very limited to what I can do as a hardcore player because unless I have a specific composition of a group, then people die, which is unfortunate. Last time on Wednesday, we did a lower Black Rock Spire. The paladin was tanking, and the paladin died. He was tanking and taking too much AoE damage.
Ambershire.
Yeah, Ambershire. It's a server here on Turtlewell. It's one of the newer ones. It just got released a couple months ago. I think they're on phase 3 right now. So they've released Molten Core, and right now I think they just released. What phase is Ambershire on? Oh, hey, look at that. I got 4 gold 30 for that. Boom. Okay, so it's really not that far behind right now. So right now I asked, what phase is Ambershire on? Ambershire is still in the MC phase. So right now, if I start over on Ambershire,
I remember when guilds were in a race to finish MC first.
Yeah, that was a bit ago. So MC was released about in September. September was 9, we're in November. So it's been about 2 months, and they just released Terra 10 Man. Yeah, Nordinar is going to be the Eternal server. Ambershire is kind of like the backup. Yeah, Ambershire will get merged back to Nordinar. I remember when guilds were in a race to finish MC. Yes, yep. That they would merge Ambershire back into Nordinar. If you have brain dead. But I think for the experience, like, I really want to partake in some of the content releases. Pet. Go back there. Not want to listen. Right there.
Did they announce officially that they are gonna merge the two realms?
No, they're not. They're not merging the two realms. That was just something. If for whatever reason the population on Ambershire dwindles down, then they will combine the servers down into Nordinar. Nordinar is the primary server, and then Ambershire is the secondary. So if for whatever reason they ever decide to smush the servers down into one, then Ambershire will be smushed into Nordinar. And now there's a whole chat going on right now because I just started this whole thing about Ambershire. Do I miss a boss? No, I didn't miss a boss. Yeah, so I think it'll be fun to start fresh for a little bit and then partake in some, once we hit level 60, we'll partake in regular dungeons and raids. Right now, I'm really limited to what the guild does, just because if I don't do something with the guild and I do something with a pug, things end up sloppy. On Wednesday, that was a pug run. There was some guild members within the group, but we put it together in an unscheduled way. The druid, we didn't have any druid or mages for decursives, so when people got cursed from the one boss, nobody could cleanse that curse. It was doing a consistent 500 or 600 damage every 15 seconds. You can see our life dropping by 500 or 600 tick. And then the tank at the time, the paladin tank on Wednesday, and even the guys that were marking it were kind of unfamiliar with what specific target should be taken down. So in the case where the paladin died on Wednesday, our guild leader who took a look at my stream, I shared the clip in the Discord, and it said, that it's an incident that probably shouldn't have taken place if the people had focused on the Invoker first. The Invokers have an AoE ability that not only knocks people backwards, which we knew, but also does a really big, heavy DPS damage. And if everybody is bundled all together right next to the tank, and everyone's taking that splash damage, and the healer's trying to top everybody up. Oh, shoot. Okay, now I break that. Yeah, my pet got feared right there, so I was able to break that fear with kill command on my pet. Fear me! What's up, Nuclear Odo? Welcome into the stream. And he's dead. And what do we got? We got the shield, 2 gold, 30. Yeah, it just adds it, continues to add it to my list. So right now we've been running Mara for it says 30 minutes. I've made 20 gold. That's not like the best return, but it's better than nothing, right? This is hardcore gold farming. It's very I'm not gonna say slow, but there's only so many options for farming gold. You could sit in winter, spring, and try and do the echoes and you could farm materials that will sell to players for gold, but as a hardcore player, how many people are there at level 60 that are going to be wanting to buy the item. We don't have access to an auction house where I could just take rune cloth, take thorium bars, list it in the auction house, and hope that somebody buys it. I have to hold it within my bank storage and manually sell it when I'm when I'm online. Hey, I'm selling rune cloth, I'm selling thorium bars, I'm selling this specific material that I farmed, and then someone has to reply back to me during those same hours and be like, hey, you're on, I'm on, I want to buy that from you. Let's go ahead and meet up somewhere.
Hardcore is hard and slow.
Yeah, it is very
but
hard
fun.
And slow. It is fun. But like I said, we're going to be changing it up starting Monday, guys. We're going to be making a brand new character, and it's either going to be a hunter, a druid, or a paladin. I'm going to put out a poll on the YouTube side, so watch for that. Cast your vote. Which character should we level hardcore 1 through 59? And then at level 60, we're going to be making a bunch of dungeons, raids, PvP on. I'm really leaning towards the druid and the paladin because of the options of gameplay at level 60. I can tank, I can heal, I can DPS, I can do a bunch of solo farms. As a druid, I think I've seen some druids do princess, but I don't know. I don't know much about druid farms. I know that paladins have lasher farms. I've seen paladins clear Sunken Temple, Hateforge Quarry. There's a bunch, like Stratham. I've seen paladins actually solo strat with really good gear. With like the life leech damage. Healing goes to, what's it called? Slash Dark Moon. This item right here. Dark Moon Ring. 2% of damage dealt is returned as healing. So when you stack up Dark Moon Ring, there's a Dark Moon Ring, 2%. Dark Moon Ring, 2%. That's 4%. There's a trinket, that's 3%, so that'd be 7% damage is returned as healing. There's another trinket from RFD that adds 2%, so if I go over here, if I click on loot, what am I doing? Click loot, crafting, so crafting, jewel crafting, and I go to goldsmithing. This trinket right here, 11 stamina, 3% of my damage is returned as healing. So trinket is 3, rings are 4, that's 7. Then you get another trinket here from BRD. So BRD, no, RFD. RFD. There's a new boss inside of here. This trinket right here, 2% of damage dealt is returned as healing. So now you have 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4 is 9. That's 9% damage. 9% of your damage was returned as healing. Then there's a wrist enchant for, I think it's 1%. There's a shoulder enchant, so that's another 1%. That's 2%. So now you're at 11%, and I think that there's a few other items out there as well. Where's my pet? Hey, yo, Sparky. Okay.
We done with the barber. What all did I miss?
We're just kind of discussing our new adventure starting on Monday. And I'm going to be putting out a poll right after the stream asking players what they would like to see as the next character on Ambershire. And
Restream bot your hair.
Restream your hair. What? Yeah, Mr. Circa Boost
Just
went...
kidding.
Oh, wait, what'd you say? Your hair... This my hair? What? I'm lost. But yeah, we're just deciding... Well, I'm kind of deciding what is going to be my focus starting Monday. And I'm undecided between Paladin, Druid, and Hunter. Hunter, this is going to be a solo farm that I could do on my Hunter, but this is just one. Whoops, I didn't mean to arcane, but it's fine.
Didn't the guy go to the barber to cut his hair?
Yeah, Sir Caboose went to the barber to cut his hair. Not in game, but in real life. We're actually doing really good during this fight. My pet's staying at nearly half life right now. Princess is down to 16%. We're actually pumping a lot of damage, and my pet's actually kind of healing here a bit. He was down below 2,000 there for a smidge. Oh, see, now he's down below 2,000.
Yeah, you're rolling Pally, let's just lock it in.
Rolling Paladin? I'd like to roll Paladin. Paladin would be fun in endgame and in dungeons. And in raids, right? I could roll...
I went and had them shave my head bald first time, it's smooth, can't wait to roll the windows down and feel the wind on my bald.
Oh, it's
What
so
is that
cold.
thing that looks like whirlwind?
Whirlwind? It looks like whirlwind? On my bars somewhere? Is it on my bars?
In the damage numbers.
Damage numbers. I'd have to look. The damage numbers. Was it on my left or the right? I have to look. If it's on the right, it was something that the princess was doing offensively. If it's on the left, it was something I was doing. It was on the right side. Oh, then it was something princess was probably casting. It may have been her fart gas.
Same icon as Warrior S Whirlwind.
Yeah, it
Fart
probably could have
LOL.
been. Yeah. Oh, it's the yeah, it's the same whirlwind. This thing right here. It's the... Oh, it's
Is
my
it actually
pet.
a fart?
No, it's my pet doing damage to the target. So that's my pet's damage right here. Every time he's critting, he's doing these... I think that's what it is. He's critting. Because I can see my pet is 95. I don't know. It seems maybe mixed. Is it my pet? I don't know if that's my pet or not. I don't know what the... But I do see the whirlwind here. I think it's just like an auto attack from the mob hitting my pet. Oh, I didn't recharge my mana after that last fight. Now I'm mana starved. Princess is really the only difficult one during this little run. And you can see Rock Grip goes down pretty easy without a fight. Even the Tinkler guy goes down pretty quickly without a fight. Water. Oh. Yeah, so you can see our collection so far. We're running Mara for 39 minutes. We've made 26 gold. So yeah, like I was kind of saying, as a hardcore player, you don't have access to the auction house. You really have to be online if you want to sell things to other players or buy things from other players. So if you're trying to have a whole bunch of rune cloth that you're trying to liquidate, you can't put in the auction house. So I don't like to farm for specific materials like rune cloth, thorium bars, because unless I could list it to that person individually, I can't sell it. So my preferred method of farming gold is Mara, because this is real gold, right? It's actually going to be hitting my... Once I sell all these items, they're going to be hitting my account. So I'll be able to go up 26 gold by vendoring these items right here. I haven't leveled a paladin since the class changes too. I think that'll be interesting if we do go paladin. Druids haven't changed much. Yeah, when I leveled my paladin, they had access to both Crusader Strike and Holy Strike, and they didn't share a cooldown. Did they? No, I don't think they shared a cooldown. Crusader Strike was on a 10-second cooldown, and all it did was apply a debuff that would increase damage and healing against the target by X amount. And Holy Strike, you would Q it with your auto attack. I believe you queued it with your auto attack. Paladins will be really fun to watch too, in my opinion. Yeah, Paladins and Druids are going to be a lot of fun. Not so much the Hunter. I feel like
Paladin will
Hunters
be really fun to watch too, Imo.
I feel like everybody likes Hunters when they're leveling, but when you get to end game, it kind of falls off a little bit. I don't know if I used all my mana during this encounter last time or not. I'm gonna wait here.
Comrade Zero Red followed.
Comrade with the follow. Hey Comrade, welcome into the stream. I do appreciate the follow. Right now we're just kind of chatting about Monday's new adventure, which is going to be rolling a new character on Ambershire. And I'm doing some dungeon runs on my
Leveling
Hunter.
warriors lost their identity when paladins got a taunt. Paladins the next up class.
Dude, Paladins are the hero class on Turtle WoW. For realio. Paladins are very strong on Turtle WoW. And I would say that they are very much the hero class of the server. You throwing a dynamite at me? I didn't think I was that close to you. Oh yeah, I'm Spain death. We're a little bit closer. Now we're kind of close to this guy, so he's gonna start throwing TNT at us. That's not enough.
I think
to really
my
kill
pally
us.
is just barely getting strong.
Strong. What's up, Confused Santa? Welcome into the stream. Whoops, I hit him with an arcane. Oh well, we're burning a little bit more mana than I wanted to. I think my paladin is just barely.
Hello,
getting
just
strong.
started playing
Oh,
on
shoot,
Turtle is
oh,
amazing.
shoot,
I
oh,
want to
shoot.
play a little bit more than try hardcore as a
come
noob. What
back,
can
there
go
we go.
wrong?
Hardcore is awesome. Honestly, once you try hardcore and play hardcore, it's truly tough to go back to another another game mode. But welcome into the stream, Comrade. Are you said you're brand new starting playing on
Confused
Turtle?
Santa,
Awesome.
we're still on November.
Right, but I still got my Sonic or my snowman's here. Snowman is still here. The Mega Shot Rifle. There we go.
I love drama.
About. I love drama. Oh, we're still in November. So, hello, I just started playing on Turtle. It is amazing. Yeah, Turtle WoW is amazing. I had a comment today on one of my videos saying, what did he say here? He said, let's go to my YouTube. And he said, why bother playing on a server that can go away at any moment? So I think was his comment. So he
OFC Turtle is
said-
amazing.
Oh, I never joined a group. So his comment was, I don't see the point of playing a game that could possibly
Welcome
stop
on,
existing
Comrade.
at
Hardcore
any
is the
day.
best.
And like, so this guy came into the one of my old streams. He's like, I don't see the point in playing a game that can possibly stop existing any day. And my response to that was, like, growing up, we've all played hundreds of games. Whether it was, go ahead and really quick second out of here. Awesome. Need.
His comment doesn't make sense logically speaking.
Yeah, no, I said like in my life, I've grew up playing Game Boy games, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, computer games, right? I've played hundreds of games, and all of those games have existed in a time frame for the experience, right? You play the games for the experience. I'm not going to go back and play Super Mario World or Kirby All-Star or, you know, Quest 64.
If the server shuts down, the fun we had isn't gonna go away.
Yeah, your experience is still going to stick you with you. You still experienced the experience, right? You still went through that. You still have the memories, and that's the fun part. Like, I've had characters that playing Diablo 2 as a teenager, I played lots of Diablo 2 on hardcore. I died, but I made a new character and I enjoyed the experience. It's just all for the experience. I'd rather play the game right now for the experience and enjoy it for what it is right now versus if it ever does go away, having never attempted to try it. So that's my outlook on it.
Indeed.
Like I would rather try it right now while it's here and existing and I can have fun with it versus saying, "Oh, Turtle Out, I had the chance to play it and experience it, but I chose not to." It's like, I could have gone outside today and breathed in fresh air, but nah, I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll do one more run, and then this is going to be the final one. And then I'm still going to be ending the stream here about 1.
You mean freezing air?
Freezing air. It's not that cold outside right now. It's about 50. Yeah, today they're doing like a lighting ceremony in the city. So around 4 o'clock, we're going to be heading out and going see like the tree lighting festival that they're having. And the kids are home from school right now, so I could hear them yelling in the living room. They're watching Dumb and Dumber. And my son's been enjoying that movie because I don't know if anybody out there has ever watched
I would say, oh no,
Dumb and
Turtle is
Dumber.
shutting down soon, so let me play it before it goes away forever.
Yeah, it's been a nice experience. I've enjoyed it. I spent 4 years so far playing on the server, and every year there's always been like, what if it shuts down? What if what if the server goes away? If it does, I still have the experiences. I still got to enjoy it. I spent so many hours playing Final Fantasy VII. I played Final Fantasy
Man, all the
11.
time I put into Chrono Trigger, best RPG of all time.
Oh yeah, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII. I played so many of the Final Fantasy games on my Game Boy. I had Final Fantasy 3 on my Game Boy. I think Final Fantasy 4. Oh man, I got to the point where I really just wanted to break my cartridge because I couldn't get past the spot. I remember, I don't know how many hours I've actually put into games throughout my lifetime, but
Yes.
it's all just been fun. All just been fun. So, yeah, that was my kind of response to that. Okay, this is our last run here, guys. We're just going to do one more princess run.
I feel you. I have the same feeling with Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Hollow Knight Silks. I've seen a lot of people play Hollow Knight. Gonna eat squid. Oops, I did not get the buff. Let's see. Watch our gold. We're at 137, and then we start liquefying all the stuff that we got from Princess's runs, and we're at 166. So that's, we got almost 30 gold right there. Almost 30. Not quite 30, but almost 30. Oh, yeah, that's my pet's damage, I think. And I think those whirlwind-looking things are his crits.
You gonna give this gold to the warrior?
I don't know what it is. I usually keep it on my bank. I don't usually have more than 200 gold on any of my characters at any time. Just because I don't want to die with it. So any excess of like 100 and some gold, I usually give it to my banker. And then I'll keep it on him. Eventually I'd like to get my epic riding skill on my warrior, but that's like down the line. That's way down the line. Who died? I see, somebody over here. Gortusk. Somebody tried to take on Gortusk and met their fate.
An elf with a gun is a heresy of the forest.
I can't transmog this thing, but it looks cool. I got aggro. We can break our aggro with kill command, and we can send our pet back on there. Although, I think it'd be nice if we use potions that it would affect our pets too. Our pet is really taking a lot of damage this turn. Last time we burned through Princess without any sort of issues. Okay, we're I can't even turn into cheetah here. Oh, we're gonna have to kite this one all the way out now. And my pet got a little bit. Last time I didn't even have. I just plowed on through the fight, and my pet didn't die at all. Now I don't have that same. I gotta get them. I think it's 15% where they start to really slow down. Oh man, you gotta stop and fart. There you go. Now I can open up a bit. My pet can take a couple more hits, so I'll let my pet tank for a bit.
Man, I remember I had to kite her on my warlock once. Hectic stuff due to no speed bonus for movement like on a hunter.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
the nice
someone
thing about
creates
hunters.
5 characters, one level 50, another 40, another 30, and another let's say 15 each with a different account to chain trade with another HC character.
Yeah, I have that. I have the trade chain. I have a trade chain and multiple level 1 mules. So I could trade chain all the way from level 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15. But I went in intervals of, I went 5, 11, 16, 21, 26, 31, 40, whatever it is. But I have a trade chain.
You do not have to imagine that there are at least 4 people on the server with such set.
I have that. I know Keg has that. Ito has that. There's a bunch of us in the guild. Yeah, my hunter right here. This is my level 55 banker. It's O challenged. I have O challenged, you're challenged, unchallenged, so challenged. But they're all my characters. As long as I have challenged in the name. Challenge is usually my softcore tag. Undying is more of my hardcore tag. So most of my characters that are hardcore are called Undying. All my characters that are softcore.
My only gripe on these
challenged.
guys is they are extra lazy when it comes to trade for someone else.
That is true. But we have a guild request. People in our guild can request an item be
Rock
transferred
Hangren
down.
what?
What? My only gripe with these guys is extra lazy to trade someone else. Yeah, I don't advertise that I trade for people. But if someone's sitting in guild base and like,
What?
hey, can somebody trade it down? But yeah, I have that Bustronic. But I took the time and I leveled a bunch of hunters. Hunters were the easiest class for me to level up super fast. Because once you have one level 60 and you level up engineering on one of them, you get a bunch of bows from the vendors. The white bows, you can get a level like 3 white bow, a level 10, a level 14, 16, 20. You get all these bows that are able to be traded down and you put +7 scopes on them. And then every time that you level a specific character up to a chain, you pass down that bow to the next character, and to the next character, and to the next character.
Rock
And
Hangren not sure what you mean.
Oh, he just means that, like, people don't share the wealth. If they have a trade chain, they don't advertise that they'll do services for other people. I don't like doing services for other people just because it's so time consuming. A lot of the times, I don't bother really trying to buy or sell specific items from other people, just because it takes so long to reach somebody on the other side of the world. And someone's like, hey, I'm looking for a middleman. We're giving away 50 silver to the middle guy. but then you have to spend 20 minutes getting to this, like, to Booty Bay or somewhere to be the middle guy. And you end up spending, you spend time getting there, you spend time taking the flight paths. Look at that, we got a gator bite axe.
Time consuming and can catch the attention of the GMS.
Yeah, it's fine for the GM. GMs do not mind you trade chaining things. Like, it's actually permitted. You could trade chain things within, like, you can have multiple characters logged in as a hardcore so long as you're within a city or a guild base. You cannot leave the city or a guild base.
Is catch the attention a valid phrase?
No, you will catch the attention of a GM if you have, say for example, I have Undying 2 and Undying
GMS
3.
are well aware about the trade chain for the hard course.
Yeah. Yep, they are. It would be very difficult. I'm not doing it, but I don't go Uber on my, like, I don't give myself fire enchants or any of that. I'll trade myself sometimes some bags, or I'll help myself up with some gold, right? In the last 57 minutes that we've been in here, we've got nearly 40 gold from these runs. So this is just my quick and easy. I have some time. I want to hop on for an hour. I can make myself anywhere from 40 to 50 gold by running a few princess runs and just chilling, right? It's just a nice little chill thing to do. If I do this, if I do this every day, right? I farm every day for an hour or two, and I get 100 gold a day. That means I could probably get up to 1,000 gold over the course of 2 weeks, right? So I have a really easy way of getting to 1,000 gold, getting my epic writing skill.
I should be, he said, attract their attention. My bad English, guys, help me out.
It's all good. I understood what you meant. I got it. Let's go ahead and take out this last one, and then we are done for the day, guys. Dunzos.
But I got to know that it is wrong, otherwise I might continue using it.
Oh, oh no, I don't have a thingamajig for this. My pet. Get him. If my pet gets feared here, that'd be really bad. Oh shoot. Oh, what's up with this?
Do you speak a second language?
I don't speak anything like ultra fluent. I can speak Spanish, but not...
Oh, I always forgetting that Buzzbro is ESL.
Oh, is he as... I don't know if he is.
What is ESL?
English second language. ESL means, like, English wasn't your primary language. I know there's a few of you guys out there that are from, like, different countries besides, like, the States.
Yup, it is. ESL, English second language, yes.
Yeah, English second language. Like a potion. I'm gonna go ahead and keep my kill command so that if my pet gets feared, I'm gonna go ahead and break the fear with my kill command. Otherwise, it's gonna be a really bad time if... Oh no, we have... Gonna burn this guy down.
I mean, there is nothing wrong with that.
No, that's really good. Most people... I grew up speaking Spanish when I was younger, but when I went into kindergarten and first grade, my teachers told my parents that I mostly just spoke... I spoke a combination of English and Spanish in class, and that I really need to be focused on speaking English because they couldn't... It's Spanglish, right? I was speaking Spanglish in class, and they couldn't understand the combination of me speaking partially English and partially Spanish, so the teachers went to my parents and said, hey,
LOL,
you guys stick
just
with
like
English.
WoW players XD.
Yeah. So from that point on, my parents decided that they're not going to speak Spanish to me anymore, and they just spoke mostly English. And I can still understand Spanish, but like speaking Spanish, I could probably get by, but I couldn't hold a fluid conversation up to 10 minutes in Spanish. So guys, that is going to be it for this stream. I'm going to go ahead and put out a poll right after the stream for amateur.
10 minutes is a lot BTW.
Yeah, it is a lot. Like, I could listen to somebody for 10 minutes and just think, yeah, see, yeah, no.
Poll where?
It's going to be on YouTube. So we're going to either be leveling your challenged a druid or unchallenged the paladin. On hardcore, both of these are hardcore over on Ambershire and I think, or a hunter. But I'm going to be releasing a poll over on YouTube. Vote if you'd like to see a hardcore 1 through 59 and rolled into softcore druid,
Paladin go druid.
or hunter.
Vote for me, I vote for druid.
Vote for Pedro. Oh man, we got 2 votes for druid already. Druid might be the winner. But guys, that is going to be it for today's stream. I do appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. I hope that everyone has a good weekend as we roll into December. Crazy, right? Yeah, Monday is going to be December 1st.
Good night, good weekend, everyone.
First day of the month. But yeah, have a good night, have a good morning, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday for the fresh start and new adventure as well. So that's it from me. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. Shop. Alright guys, see you later.
December.
Duck, goose.
Duck, goos.
Duck,
Duck, goos.
Alright guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.